Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I'm going to teach how to code raw data. So I have already taught you in a previous video that how you can make Google Forms, and after Google Forms and selecting all the responses, the survey responses, you will export it in the Excel format, and when you will export it in the Excel format, you will have a raw data in the form as you can see it on your screen. So this is the actual raw data from the responses. Uh, all the data will have two main sections. One is the demographic section and other is the main data. Demographic section you will have gender, age, education, industry, and all these things. And the actual the data you will have the data of your variables like SB is your variable, like your mediator, moderator, or whatever. So there will be two sections. So the key thing that I will tell you to code data is to remain organized. If the more organized you are, the more effectively you will or you can code the data, and more easily you can do it analysis. So remain organized. So in order to remain organized, I have distributed my data in three parts. So of course you will also have to make three parts because there will be some necessities that each part can fulfill separately. For example, I have separated the demographic data, and then I have separated the other variable data. So this is my demographic data, and this is my the other data, but I have already coded it. So I'm going to teach you how to code it actually. And then I have not done this. I'm going to I will do this part further in the video. This is the average data. I'm going to teach the logic behind that. So first we will separate the demographic data in a separate sheet. I have separated all the demographic data. You don't need to code it. If you will just put it in the SPSS, and for basic descriptive analysis, you don't need coding. The SPSS will automatically do the descriptive analysis of the data. So, so coded data you will only need in inferential analysis or regression and etc. So how to code the data? So you will just I'm going to code it here. Just select all the data, and first of all put it in a separate sheet. I have already done this part, so but you can I will just do it again for you people. So just put it in a separate sheet. Now code this data separately. So yeah, again this data will have two parts. So one is the the social data, like agree, disagree, and etc. etc. So these are the more non-numerical data, and other will be the numerical data. When you will this will depend upon the question, or sorry, the method of answer that you are seeking from your responses. So usually when you ask that uh, what is your level of stress from 1 to 10, so they will you have already provided a certain scale, a certain numerical scale. So these numerical scale will already be in numerical form. So you don't have to code it, of course. So you have to code these non-numerical data. So just go through your theory or go through your research paper, and just double check that what type of coding that your theory supports or that your research supports. So, for example, here for my research specifically, I say that or my research say that strongly agree is equal to 1, agree is equal to 2, neutral is equal to 3, disagree is equal to 4, strongly disagree is equal to 5, and somewhat disagree, and they all come 6 or 7. Let's assume that my research says that. So you will have to code this data accordingly to your requirements of your research. My research is technically your certainly is different, and your will be different, so you will have to code it in your own sense. So no lucky property, you have to also use your own brain, one way or another. So just in order to code data, just press Control F, and a tab will pop. uh, Control F, and just go to the replace section, and just find this agree part. Just copy this agree part here, Control C, and just put it here and replace it with 1, and click replace all, and all of the the agree responsible will be replaced by 1. So you have coded one thing. So now uh, agree, strongly agree, I have technically done it a bit wrong. So uh, the strongly agree should be 1 and agree should be 2. So, but you get the point. I'm going to just change it in a bit. So I just changed the agree to strongly agree, but nevertheless I just press Control V to and go back and change it. So the agree will be 2, just replace all. The total will be 3, of course, like I've told you about theory. So, but one mistake that we all usually make, that is, or the one confusion that sometimes we get is, for example, you can see this value dis 2, somewhat 2, strongly dis 2. So the two was agree. So this two means disagree because it has coded half the word and half the word remains uncoded. So this two means disagree. So it comes at fourth place. The code of this two is fourth. So just copy paste it and replace all. And you have just replaced disagree with four. You don't need to worry about that much. And somewhat disagree and just code the data 4, 5, 6 and all that. So you have congratulations. You have coded all the data. So I have already coded the data. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So as you can see, I have already coded the data. Another main thing that you should keep in mind that the questions will remain at the top. For example, this was my first variable, first question. I use all the necessary safety equipment to do my job. This is, you can say, my first item. Just remove these questions, all of these questions, and only and sorry, label these questions as BC1. I have already labeled my question in my Google Forms. But if you have not labeled in the Google Form, just remove these questions and uh, label them with specific values. For example, SB1, SB is my variable. One is the first question. So SB1, SB2, SB3. Then my other variable will start. For example, HP, then HP1, HP2, HP3, HP4. So I have labeled all of my variables with specific code that I will keep in mind. So I will always recommend to label your variables and label your questionnaire. It will make the more systematic, more organized. Okay. So now after you have coded all of the data, now what you will have to do, you will have to create the average value of each variable. Each variable means SB1, SB2 till SB3, and technically this is divided into two parts for SB6. You will have to create an average value. So just insert another column, right click, insert, and label average AVG SB, average value of SB. So now just press is equal to and type average, and now it will input a formula. Now select all of the numbers behind it, or entire row, I think. So just select the entire row, this first row, and press enter. Now it has created the average value, and now just drag it down. Now it has created the average variable. Now I don't have to teach you what is the importance of average value, because most of you will already have learned it in your class or something like that. In this video, I'm only going to teach you about the technicalities of the data coding and data analysis, and nothing besides that, because the video will just become too long. If you want a video separately on explaining something like that, just mail me on my YouTube channel. Okay, so now insert again, and now average AVG HP. So now again put the formula AV average. So just now calculate the average value of all of the HP1 to HP10. So now just again drag it again. So now it will have you have all of the average value of HP responses. So do it for the all of the variables. I'm just going to quickly do it. Okay, now I have created all of the, calculated for all of the average values. Now what you will have to do is, you will just transfer it on another sheet again, just to maintain uniformity and systematicness. Now just cut the values. You can copy it and afterwards delete it, but you will just cut the values and now paste. Okay. Again, go back to data. As you can see, this row is empty. Now just delete this row. Delete. Okay. Another, when you copy the data, a thing will happen that you will need to address. For example, I just copy this data. Now this will, ref. So what this means that a formula has, placed in these cells. Now, when the formula does not get the source, it cannot, of course, show the result. So now the source is in the other sheet and the results are on a different sheet, so it will create a mix. Either you cut it and delete the data from the other cell, and also delete this cell, or just copy it. So now what you will do is just do the right click, and what you will do is go to the paste special and paste values. Just put anything. I will just add values and resource formatting. And sorry, what happened there? I did not have selected the entire row. Just select the entire row, and now then paste special. So just like this, you have the average HP. So now go back to the data, and you can just delete it because there is no need of it here. And now similarly do it from for the third part, and I'm just going to cut it because it is much easier to do. So just cut it and delete this from here. Okay. Okay, now all of your data is now complete. You have your original sheet, now you have your demographic section, now you have your data, and now you have your average data. So this is all the coding that you need to do in Excel. What you will do afterwards, I'm going to teach you another video, inshallah. Then we will, do the analysis in SPSS and stat or whatever you are, whatever the statistical tools you are using, even ELS or MOS or whatever. So in Excel, at least for in my humble knowledge, this is all that you need to do. Now it is organized, it is systematic, and it is all there is to do here at least. So now just import it in the SPSS and start just doing analysis. Import first demographic data and run descriptive analysis. Then import this standard data and just do inferential statistics or whatever inferential analysis, and then average data for regression, linear regression, mediation, moderated mediation, etc. etc. So now this is it. This is all that you need to know. Inshallah, we will meet again in next video. Allah Hafiz.